Guys that watch sports, we're guys that talk sports. You're about to watch guys talk sports. Talk sports!
Oh, hey guys, I didn't see you there.
Wait, who?
I'm Med.
I'm Christian.
Oh, and I'm Greg, and this is
Guys Talk Sports.
Well, sun goes down earlier nowadays. It's getting colder. And Sundays only mean one thing.
Football.
Football! So, Guys Talk Sports talks about a wide array of shows and sports, but we're going to be talking about exclusively football today. Specifically, the spreads of the football games, because anyone can pick who's going to win. Spreads are only for the smart guys,
Look, guys,
like us.
we all want to make money. You gotta bet the spreads.
So it's some gambling
We don't like
advice
to
for
work. We just want to be rich.
you. Yeah, so make us rich off of our advice. We're also going to offer some fantasy assistance. We're going to tell you the sleepers and the busts of the week. That way you know who to start and who to sit.
DraftKings, FanDuel, big money. Put in a couple dollars. Hey, I put in $2. I won $10 million. That's just
I
me.
did not. I did
Yeah.
not.
Results pending.
Hmm.
So, and we're also just going to talk about overall football information. So, let's get started with our locks of the week. So we each picked a game, and we're considering it our lock of the week. And if it doesn't work out, then on next episode, we're going to get tased, because you deserve to be right during your lock of the week.
Oh shit. I did not know that was happening,
News
guys.
to Med.
Alright.
Alright. So, my lock of the week. Let's start with Oakland and Chicago. They're at Chicago. Oakland's on the road. But last week, Chicago went 10 for 10 on punting per possession, which is like unheard of. Jimmy Clausen had almost no yards. We almost threw more than Jimmy Clausen did. So for that reason, you could give Oakland, subtract 30 million points from them. I still think they'll win the game. Oakland -3 is my lock of the week.
Lock it up.
Before I get to my lock of the week, seeing the Patriots are off this week, we still have to talk about them. What was more impressive, the Patriots scoring every possession or the Bears punting every possession?
I don't know what was more historic. I think I gotta go with the Bears. Just they didn't even get a pick. They were just barely enough to be awful. They didn't even throw an interception or fumble the ball. It was just punts. Awful.
I just want to give a shout out. Jimmy Garoppolo. I know he only played 2 plays, took a couple knees, but I'm pretty sure that was the best quarterback duo ever. Best looking as well.
Yeah.
No,
Those are
If
two
you ask me.
can't disagree
hot
there.
dudes.
Two hot dudes.
It's like,
Can't
I love,
disagree
like
there.
us.
I love hot
Like us.
dudes, and
Yeah.
I'm not gay. Okay, so back to our locks of the week. Don't
Not
get
gay.
tased. Don't
Not
get
gay.
tased. I'm taking Carolina on the road this week, -3.5 against Tampa. I love how Cam's gotten off to his hot start, and they're going to have to keep at it if they want to stay pace with Atlanta. Also, Jameis Winston for Tampa Bay, I like him. He's a little young. He's going to make mistakes with that Carolina defense. I like Carolina by 10 points.
But he'll also take him at -3.5.
That's true.
Denver, -7 this week. Hard-fought win against Detroit. In Detroit on Sunday Night Football last week. They're back to the Mile High Stadium. Their defense looks good. I think they stacked the box. They shut down Adrian Peterson. Teddy Bridgewater, he doesn't put any fear in me at all. Denver, 31-10. Lock it up.
Don't get tased.
Don't
Get tased.
Now we're going to move to the bets that don't involve tasers, but are still very important. New York at Buffalo. This is going to be a tough one. Who you got?
Ooh. Couple New York teams, though. Gotta be a little more specific there, Christian.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For the fans.
The shittier one, the Giants.
Led by Eli Manning.
Yes.
Whoa.
I think he's going to have a rough game against Buffalo. I hate the Giants. I'm definitely taking Buffalo -6 at home.
Aside from playing the best team in football, Buffalo looks like a really good defense, and Eli is not worth the money that he's getting paid, and Buffalo will prove that on Sunday. Buffalo -6.
Buffalo's pass rush is just too good. Too good. They're going to make Eli's life hell. And that offense with Tyrod Taylor back there, they look pretty good right now. Got a few weapons. I think they win easy. Buffalo.
So we're all in agreement on Buffalo. -6.
Yeah.
-6.
Now,
Take it.
Jacksonville at Indianapolis.
Jacksonville getting 9 points on the road, but question marks with Andrew Luck. I gotta take Jacksonville. I know this is about two teams in possibly the shittiest division in football. Very terrible division. But I'm gonna take Jacksonville getting the 9 points. Too big of a spread with an inconsistent team like Indy.
I never thought I would say Jacksonville's going to win this game. And you add on the road, but Jacksonville +9. There's no luck in Indianapolis. Literally behind snapping the ball or just in general. They're garbage. They were the favorite to win the Super Bowl in the AFC. They're trash.
Just adding something. I feel like we should tase him for his terrible pun after the show.
Whoa.
Like that has to be needed.
Whoa.
Terrible puns getting tased.
But that is a great pun.
Get
Users, you decide who gets tased.
Being
Me or
voted
Ned?
on our weekly poll.
All right.
Guess I'm not getting teased, guys.
Moral of the story: Jacksonville at 9, they win.
Jacksonville +9. No luck. It's going to be big problems. They had problems with luck in the lineup. Jacksonville. I don't think they win it, but I think it's a field goal game.
Could go with that. Matt Hasselbeck, he's still playing. I remember my grandpa remembers
40
when he was
years
playing.
old.
All right, moving on. Cleveland at San Diego.
Cleveland.
My boy Philly Rivers struggled big time last week against the Vikings. He looked bad. But it's Cleveland. He's going to bounce back. It's 7.5. It's a little stretch, but I think he drops 4 touchdowns. Has a big week. They win 38-21.
All right, I'm also going San Diego. Stevie Johnson, due for a big game. Cleveland secondary sucks. Keenan Allen, he'll have a good game as well. Overall, San Diego, they'll get back to who they actually are. Philly Rivers, he's not an elite quarterback, but it's pretty good. He'll right the ship. San Diego -7.5.
Rivers loves playing at home. Cleveland sucks. If they were smart and they started Johnny Manziel, could be a different story. But nah, they're going to keep going with McCown, so I'm going to take San Diego with the points.
Side note, if Johnny Manziel does start,
Oof.
Manziel 41, Chargers 38.
Might want to.
Wow, so that
might
changes your.
Might
Wow.
want to
Just
take
a
some
fun fact.
live bets.
And
in
that's
there.
not even Cleveland scoring
Yeah.
points. That's
We'll keep you posted.
strictly Manziel scoring the points.
Johnny Football.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. We got probably the hardest game to decide of the week. Green Bay at San Francisco.
My favorite matchup.
Wow.
The second best quarterback in all football, Aaron Rodgers, and the worst quarterback in all.
Third word. Best quarterback.
Who's second?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
True.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
second best starting quarterback. My apologies, stupid me.
Idiot.
Anyway, against the worst quarterback in all football, Kaepernick is atrocious. Green Bay wins this one by 100. That's all.
Gotta agree. Kaepernick does not look good. He threw too many interceptions last week. He's just gonna add to it. Aaron Rodgers is an alright quarterback. His hard count is gonna throw off San Francisco's defense like it's done all the other teams this year. And Green Bay is gonna dominate on the road. And Kaepernick's gonna cry.
Guys, remember when San Francisco used to be good?
I love them. That
Like-
Super Bowl.
Like, hey, they were in the
Yeah.
Super Bowl, and then their defense all of a
And-
sudden we're all just like, nah, we're gonna retire. Yeah, it kind of happened, and now they suck. Kaepernick sucks. The defense sucks. Aaron Rodgers is freaking good. Their offense looks unstoppable. I'm gonna go with Chris here. Could be a 100-point spread on this one.
So at that Super Bowl, somebody like pulled the plug on the lights, right?
That
So
is
would you
correct.
say that you're about to pull the plug on San Francisco's hopes for
I
anything?
think I pulled the plug during the preseason on them. Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
I still had hope, unfortunately. Terrible
Oh,
decision
yeah.
on me. Thought
Yeah.
Kaepernick would bounce back. I was wrong.
Nope.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cap.
Bye-bye.
Keep with the commercials. You're kind of funny. Dallas at New Orleans.
Ooh. In the battle of beat-up quarterbacks. This year has been a terrible year for quarterbacks. They're dying left and right. Hopefully Drew Brees comes back this week. Even
It
though
is
it's
official.
not- It is official.
Drew
yeah.
Brees is playing. Sean Payton confirmed this today.
Will he finish
yeah,
the game?
will he finish the
That's
game?
the
is
question.
question. Whether he does or doesn't, Dallas looked real bad. And I gotta take New Orleans at home to finally get their first victory. I'll take them -3.
Yep. It's really hard to bet against the home team, especially when Brandon Weeden is on the road. So, for that reason, Drew Brees is coming back. He's still got it in him. He led the league in passing last year for passing yards. He's still a good
No, he
quarterback. Yes, he did.
Luck did.
That's incorrect. He tied Ben Roethlisberger for yardage. We'll fact check that later. Taser bet.
Taser bet.
Taser
Taser
bet.
bet.
Taser bet.
Taser bet.
All right, yeah, it was. He didn't lead. He tied it with Roethlisberger. But anyway, You made me lose my train of thought now. Drew Brees is back. He's going to come back,
Who's back?
screw the shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Brees is back.
Drew Brees is back. Yeah.
Romo's not. Romo's
No, Romo's not
Romo
back.
is
Romo
not
is
back.
very
Still
much out. Dez very much out. And for that reason, Dallas loses.
I like Dallas's defense week 2 against Philly. And then I watched Atlanta just run all over him last week, and I almost felt bad. And then I watched New Orleans last week. And I saw a guy go from Verizon commercials to throwing for 310 yards. So obviously their offense must be okay if, you could just come off from the streets.
That's,
and,
Yeah.
that's against
So
a
play.
good Carolina defense.
That's against a good Carolina defense. So
By
Drew
stocking
Brees back.
McCollums.
I can't guarantee you, that he completes the game because quarterback uses his shoulder often. But I'm going to take New Orleans in this one.
Nolan's.
Sunday Night Football.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
worth a watch.
Tune in. It might be over by like the second quarter.
And then you can go to bed for work Monday morning.
Yeah. Easy. St. Louis at Arizona.
Ooh.
Minus 7.5.
NFC West.
7.5 point spread.
7.5
They
NFC
always
West.
get you with those half points.
Yep.
Division
By the
rivalry.
By the points.
By the
By
points.
the points. Well, Arizona, boy, I've been wrong about them all season. I keep down them, keep down them, keep down them. Now hammer them. They're going to win by multiple scores. By the way, I probably just cursed them. They're probably going to lose the game straight up. You're welcome, Arizona.
Their defense is ridiculous. Denver's got a good D. Buffalo's got a good D. Arizona, they're somewhere else. Seattle, they're down here. Arizona's been amazing on defense. They're scoring more points than their offense, I think. Fact check that one. But they're incredible. So for that reason, you can't go against Arizona. St. Louis, I believe, has the 32nd ranked offense. Going
They're bad.
against they're bad.
Pretty bad.
They're terrible.
Pretty
Foles,
They're a decent home team. Road.
yeah,
Not
no.
so much.
Arizona minus 7.5. Do it. Do it.
I like the way Carson Palmer's been playing. Blew out his knee last year. Looks like the comeback tour. Playing very well. Could be the NFL comeback player of the year. Larry Fitz, putting up numbers. Who would have thought? 32-year-old receiver. I think there's just too much offense. And like Christian said, the defense is pretty damn good.
It's pretty good.
I'm going to go with Arizona.
Most points in the league so far. Who would have thought Arizona?
Yeah, I did. I told you in the beginning of the year.
Yep, and
Division
I told you to go
bets.
with Seattle.
Said Seattle, no, you can't lose a Super
Well,
Bowl,
guess
then
what?
go to the playoffs.
The
Seattle's not
division
making it this
isn't
year.
over after 3 weeks, Christian. End of
Yeah.
season, new taser bet. New
Oh.
taser bet.
Speaking of
fits in
Seattle.
Arizona.
Seattle didn't make the list. We should talk about them.
Monday Night Football matchup.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I forgot
In
to put
Seattle.
them on the script. Seattle against Detroit.
Guys, this isn't scripted.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're winging it. We're winging
Seattle
it.
minus 10. We're all in concurrence. Seattle's defense,
12th man.
it's going to be incredible.
Don't get me wrong, I'm rooting for Detroit. They have no chance. They have no chance. I hate Seattle.
No chance at all.
Seattle covers you.
Yeah. It
We all
covers the
know
10.
Matthew Stafford's record against winning teams.
We
I
might
think
have,
it's about
yeah.
3-31 now. So
Yeah.
We might have a repeat of the Bears'
Have an
10
issue.
punts for
Yeah.
the Lions.
Let's see who can break the record.
Yeah.
Now, that was beautiful. We all agreed on all those picks. This is what we don't agree on.
Our matchups of the week.
Matchups of the week. Philadelphia at Washington. The spread is 3 points given to Washington.
Philly, they've been off to a slow start. I expect them to finally get it, going for a full 4 quarters. I think they run past Washington late in the 4th quarter. Washington runs out of gas. I'm thinking something along the lines of 30-17. Philly.
I don't know. Personally, I have a rule. If the home team is also getting points against a shitty team, you're an idiot not to go with them. Washington will win this game. You don't need the plus 3 points. Philadelphia is yet to prove to me they're a good team. They had 1 week where things kind of clicked. But they have the leading rusher from last year on their team who has 21 yards on the
I
season.
think it's 11.
11. Oh, I gave him too much credit. 11 yards on the season. That is awful.
What's that average out to per game, Christian?
That's like 5.5, which is crazy.
Wow.
Because I could jump 3 steps and have more yards than this idiot.
It's true. Very
Philadelphia
true.
is going to lose the game. Washington wins.
And I just want to add one thing. DeMarco, thanks for telling me you were playing last week. I had you in my fantasy football lineup. Guess what? You got me 0 points. Piece of shit. Okay, Greg, carry on.
I gotta respectfully disagree with you here, Christian. I like Chip Kelly's offense. I like how he runs fast. I don't think Washington will be able to keep up with that. Their defense not that great.
How fast can you run when you get 11 yards?
You got to give Chip Kelly some time. In Oregon, every season started out slow, picked it up, and went on.
I don't
That's what's
know.
going to happen with Philly.
I think it's just a every game they flip a coin. Is like, is this the game Sam Bradford tears his ACL again? Will this be the game? Probably.
I will say this.
Honestly, Sanchez.
Yeah, I will say this.
Yeah.
Their first
Yeah,
mistake.
you're gonna put your
Sanchez
money
in
on
there.
Sanchez?
I would against Washington. Absolutely.
First
Yeah.
mistake
Lock it
was
up,
dropping Tebow. They should
Yeah.
have kept Tebow.
Mhm.
They'd
Yeah.
probably be the Patriots Super Bowl.
It's funny, you know.
Yeah.
Sunday is God's day, and like Tebow
No
is
Tebow.
the second coming of God.
Yeah.
So why would you cut God? I don't get
I don't
it.
think he's ever lost a game that I can remember.
Not no.
Except for that debacle in 2010 against the Patriots when he lost 45-3.
Yeah.
in the
And maybe
playoffs.
like a few other times.
I don't remember.
But yeah.
I said that I remember.
Ah,
Oh,
yes.
okay. Alright.
He was drunk that
Yeah.
night.
Alright.
All those days.
All those nights.
Yeah.
Now Houston is taking a trip down to the ATL, and
The hood.
Atlanta is -6.5. So give them a touchdown.
Atlanta's been off to a real hot start. I'm loving the division battle between them and Carolina. I expect Carolina to win this week. I expect Atlanta to win and keep pace, but I think it's going to be a close game thanks to J.J. Watt. Finally has a big game. I'm saying J.J. Watt scores a touchdown, keeps it close. Atlanta by a field goal.
Matty Ice is at home. Last week, Julio Jones went off. Devontae Freeman went off. They're together. They're going. I don't think that they're a playoff team, but they're a regular season team. And this is regular season, and they're at home. Subtract 6.5, they're gonna win.
The way I see it, it's a weak NFC South. Has been for the last few years. Carolina's going to win this week. We all know that. So in order for Atlanta to keep pace for a playoff spot, they're going to have to win too. And I think they come out fired up in the ATL. They win easy.
All right. Kansas City at Cincinnati.
Ooh.
Boy, has it been tough to be a Chiefs fan these last couple of
Ugh.
tough games.
Oh.
Tough games.
No.
I think they bounce back. I think they start off fast, lead Cincinnati going in the fourth quarter. Cincinnati does what they do at home in the regular season. They come back, they win. They only win by a field goal. Take Kansas City with the 4 points.
I don't know. I was a huge supporter. I thought Kansas City was gonna go into Lambeau Field last week and win. Yeah, I was wrong.
Idiot.
And it was terrible. Alex Smith showed us not the quarterback he is, but the quarterback he is not. And for that reason, you got to take Cincinnati. AJ Green has been doing great. Jeremy Hill, please start producing. I need you to start producing for my fantasy team. But you're gonna do okay, guys. You're gonna win this game by, I say, at least 7 points at home. You got the home crowd going for you, and you have to solidify your spot in the AFC North and tell the Ravens that, like, hey guys, no, I know you beat the Steelers, but you don't have a chance.
The way I see it, guys, Cincinnati might be the best September team in the NFL. And they have been for a while.
That's
They know how to win in September.
Shit, it's October.
But... Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Might have to change his
I
pick.
gotta change my pick.
Oh,
Change it big.
Ooh. Nope. I agree, Christian. Jeremy Hill, big game. Didn't show up last week at all.
I think he just took the beginning of the season off, but we'll see.
I think he's just doing it to mess with you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
he
he
wants me
probably
to
doesn't
trade
like
him, and then yeah.
I'll take him if you
All
want
right.
him. But yeah, Cincinnati, they'll cover.
All right. And now, the game of the week,
The London Ball.
the game of the world.
Oh, London.
All right. The Jets. I guess you could call it at Miami, but they're
No, I
playing.
think it's at London.
It's at
It's
London.
at London.
It's at
Yeah.
London.
Yeah, it's at London.
Yeah, but
It's
I
at
think
London.
Miami's slated as a home team here.
That's true.
Is this soccer or football? Or what are
This
we-
is
This
it's
is
football.
Oh, it's
Ameri-
football.
Football
Oh,
Americano.
football Americano.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's-
I just have to start out by saying I apologize to the Londoners. They got stuck with watching these two teams.
Hmm.
We
Yeah.
want to sell American football to those guys, and this is what we send them. Like, at least a few years ago, they had Gronk spiking the ball. They're like, oh, you see that? That was Gronk. He was spiking the ball.
Is everyone a 12-year-old boy in London?
Apparently.
They're all drinking their tea, watching
Alright.
him spike
Yeah,
the
they're just
ball.
watching. Oh my gosh, does Gronk spiking the football? They loved it. Now they're stuck with this.
Yeah.
The two worst teams in the American East, I mean the AFC East. Yeah, it's gonna be terrible. I'm thinking it's 14-10. I'm taking Miami though with the win.
All right. So last week, Miami at home played against a Rex Ryan defense. They were humiliated at their own house. It was disgusting, very sad, very upsetting.
Hard to watch.
Painful to watch. I remember, like, I turned my head, and every time I turned my head, the score went up for Buffalo. So with that being said, the Jets were a Rex Ryan defense for the longest time. He picked all the players. He put that team together, and they're going against Miami again. So I think it will be the same result. The Jets aren't going to be that offensively dominant, but they're going to kill the Dolphins on defense, and for that reason, you're only giving them 2 points? Come on! Jets win, -2.
The way Miami came out last week, they were embarrassed. They spent way too much money in the offseason. Ndamukong Suh, Ryan Tannehill extension. They have a lot of weapons. Brandon Albert back at left tackle, protecting Tannehill's blind side. I think this could be the week they get off the schneid. I see them beating the Jets. 24-14.
I love it. I love it.
Oh,
Bunch of
jeez.
Jets.
No way. That's stupid.
Although,
Don't listen
in
to
reality, guys, this game doesn't matter.
Yeah, no one
because,
cares.
You know,
And my favorite
They
part,
all suck.
keep an eye out for the crowd. Look at the jerseys they're wearing. No one goes to support these two teams. You're going to see a Denver jersey. You're going to see a Pats shirt. You're going to see everyone just, oh, I have an NFL shirt. Let me wear that to the game.
the way I see it,
Best
guys,
part.
it doesn't matter who wins this game. The Pats still win.
Yeah, they're battling
That's
for last
Pats win.
place in the
They're battling.
AFC
Pats
East.
win.
Winner ends up 7-9.
I
loser
picked
ends
the
up
Pats.
6-10.
I picked the Pats in
Yeah,
this game.
the Pats.
Yep.
Yeah,
Go
Patriots
Pats.
win
Pats
again.
will win.
Go
Even in the
Pats.
bye week, they
Yep.
win.
Go
Alright.
Pats.
Now let's transition to a more fictional world. Fantasy football. The sleepers and the busts of the week. Med, your sleeper and your bust, please. And we're not talking about what happens in that sock.
Again.
Uh,
My sleeper and bust of the week, it's a little bit of a combo. If you have a Green Bay's defense, you're playing them because they're going against my bust. And that's Colin Kaepernick. We've already talked a little bit about him. He's atrocious. I like to compare him to when you're playing rec sports and the coach has to pick towards the end of the draft the crappy players.
Was that you, Chris?
And that was not me.
Oh.
I was not the crappy
No,
player.
it's Chris.
But when you gotta pick the crappy player, you start picking who's got a hot mom. And that is the only reason Kaepernick must
Wait.
still be in the league.
that was still you, Chris.
Still not me.
You
Still
keep
not
talking
me.
about yourself,
Yeah.
Chris.
Anyway, so that's the only reason Kaepernick's still on the team. All the other players are going to the coach. Why is he still playing? Why is he still playing? The coach's like, see his mom in the stands? That's why he's still
why.
playing.
Still
That's the
trying.
only reason why.
Chris, speaking from first-hand experience here, guys, he, first 15 years of his life,
Yeah.
He's
Chris.
getting tased.
he's got a hot mom.
Alright. Now, McCoy has officially been ruled out of the game for
Thanks to
Buffalo.
our stat guy.
Our stat guy.
Stat boy.
Thank you, stat boy.
Thank you, stat
Fat
boy.
John.
Stat John.
Stat job.
Alright.
Fat Stat John.
Fat Stat John. Thank you, Fat Stat. Alright. Carlos Williams had a great game last week, and I only expect him to get better. He's going to probably be the bust-out player of the year. Or breakout player of the year. He is going to go off. Fire off the champagne. Carlos Williams, pick him up. I don't know if you're in a really terrible league, he's not picked up yet. Grab him. He's going to do good. Start him if you got him. Now, on the flip side of the ball, I think that the Jets defense is really going to lay into Miami. Revis he left, as Greg likes to say, he left the Patriots to play in these high-intensity games.
Big London game.
London
Big
Bowl.
London Bowl.
London Bowl.
He is going to shut down Jarvis Landry, along with the rest of the Jets defense. They're going to contribute in this as well. Don't buy into Miami's offense at all, especially don't buy into Jarvis Landry.
That sucks for me because I got him riding in the flex position on my fantasy team. Well, let's go to my sleeper of the week, and I'm going with Andy Dalton against a banged-up Chiefs secondary, fresh off a 5-touchdown performance by Aaron Rodgers. I see Andy Dalton, 3-4 touchdowns, a couple to A.J. Green, one to maybe Tyler Eifert. Giovanni Bernard could even get into the mix this week. Who knows? And now we go to my bust of the week. My bust of the week's the entire Chicago Bears team. Come on, man. You lose 26-0 on the road. I know. They played in the Super Bowl last year. 62 yards passing, Jimmy Clausen. Come on, man. 10 for 10 on punts. Come on, man. You had freaking Ryan Allen in New England. Made $34,000 last week. He didn't punt the ball once. How much do you guys think Chicago's punter made last week?
I don't know.
Mm.
Not too much. I
Let's
mean,
see,
he plays
well,
on the
you-
Bears.
Break it down. 34,000 divided by 10. Well, he was making his money that way.
He worked for it.
Chicago, they're sellers right now. Pats have already picked up a player. They traded Jared Allen to the Panthers. This season's just a wash in Chicago, and I feel bad for my man Big Cat, but
It's weird to be wishing that Jay Cutler was back
Yeah.
on the field. That's a
That's how
very
bad.
strange feeling. That's how bad the Bears
Jimmy
are.
Clausen is.
Yeah.
I like Jay Cutler because I
I like
like his wife. Big fan. Kristen Cavalier, if you're watching this,
He's a gunslinger.
Yeah.
pouring my heart out to you, baby.
No.
You're a good girl.
You know what that sound means?
Nom 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 nom
It's
nom nom
Fat
nom.
Chris's ridiculous pick,
Pick
of the week.
Dun, dun, dun.
Surprisingly to all of you, this handsome man used to be a fat little boy.
Real fat.
Back in the day when all the guys were running around looking for the chicks, he was running around the fridge looking for the pizza rolls.
Not running though.
Not running, no, eating.
Yeah.
But so each week we're gonna play with this segment, and he's gonna make a ridiculous pick and wager some food. And that food, if he hits on his pick, I gotta eat next week. So with his Fat Chris's first ridiculous pick of the week, he has the Manning brothers with +3 combined turnovers this week. And if that happens, Chris has to eat 25 pizza rolls next week.
Is
he gonna
this
do it?
is this consecutive pizza rolls, Chris? Are you taking a break or
No
how
breaks.
you-
We're
no
starting
breaks.
the show. I'm mouthing down 25
One
pizza rolls.
bite?
Nope, multiple bites.
Multiple bites.
I
20,
can't do
25 bites, Chris?
Probably 25
Probably
bites.
25
I
bites.
don't need 2 bites per roll.
Alright.
Fat Chris is coming back. By the end of the season, he's gonna nail his picks. I'm gonna be Fat Chris. That's just how it goes.
We liked him better when he was fat anyway.
He wants to come back.
Mm-hmm. So what's the odds of 3 turnovers by the Manning bros?
I think pretty high considering
Eli against Buffalo.
my 31-10 pick, Denver versus Minnesota. I think Peyton's gonna throw 1 pick.
Peyton's a fragile man now. He's falling apart.
He's a classic man.
Classic man, but he's fragile. And Eli, as mentioned before, is trash.
He is.
Eli, I hope you're watching. Try to get good at being a quarterback. Your brother's Peyton Manning.
You're paid a lot to be
Yeah,
shitty.
you get paid a lot. But he's
Hey,
gonna.
he's got more Super Bowl wins than Peyton though.
I think
Yeah,
Eli's
forget
gonna
that
cover
one.
that 3 turnovers by himself.
By himself.
A
That's true.
fumble and 2 picks.
That Buffalo
Wow.
defense causing pressure on him. He's just gonna blindly throw the ball up.
No,
Yep. I see
it's gonna be sad.
2 picks and a fumble from
Yeah.
Eli alone.
No, I just said that.
I cannot
Ah.
wait.
Yeah.
Hey,
Great
all
minds
right.
think alike.
Yeah.
Fat Chris thinks that too.
True.
So-
Yeah.
Wow.
Fat Chris, you're
Fat
my boy.
Chris, I love him.
All right. Tune in next week. This was the pilot episode
We hope you like
of Guys Talk Sports.
it. Guys talk sports.
Guys talk sports.
And don't get us confused with Guys Stalks Ports.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a weird sailor show.
Yeah.
Don't follow that one.
It's not us.
But
no, it's not us.
Guys Talk Sports. We're just starting out.
That's us.
Be sure to subscribe. We'll put the button like here. That work? Or it's
Put
also
it, put it up Chris's
it's-
face.
it's over here, too,
Right,
and
right in his face.
right
Yeah,
here.
right
Subscribe
there.
here.
And feel free to message us any Fat Chris
Yeah.
food predictions.
Let us know where we went wrong. Let us know if you want more or less in
Yeah.
certain segments. And
And thank you.
yeah, one of our goals of the season is going to be filming in a more ridiculous place every week. So if you have places to suggest,
We'll go
suggest them. We got some up here, and we'll see you next week.
there. Adios, amigos.
Adios.
Hope you win. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.